Hello everyone, I cordially welcome you all to another video from this React tutorial series, and in this video we are going to discuss on single page applications. So before we get started with single page applications, we need to understand why they came into vogue in recent times. So we are living in the 21st century. So the 21st century is often termed as the digital age, where human to human interaction is declining and the cyber culture is slowly taking us over. People of this century, which we are in now, are in reformation. In this digital age, every small to large size enterprise are on the internet to cater their global clients and to adhere themselves to the digital culture. As we know that we are actually living in an open world where people from one part of the world is serving client from the other, and to streamline this process we have the internet where we communicate, where we share data, where we share projects, where we share thoughts, and it makes us believe we are living under one common roof. So to handle this enormous traffic using internet and to serve the consumers better, web applications need to be fast, scalable, reliable, and fault tolerant. So to address the mass population adopting internet in their day-to-day life, the single page application, which are also known as SPA, has come into vogue. So what are actually single page applications? Let's see. A single page application works inside a web browser and doesn't require reloading for every user interaction. It rewrites the current web page with new content, new data coming from an API call to the server, or complete a different user interface for a complete different route. As this doesn't require fresh page load, it saves time and provides an awesome user experience. So if this is not very clear to you, let me explain a bit further. So if you are coming from an HTML or CSS background, when you used to create applications using HTML and CSS, we had multiple HTML files for a single web page. With using links and routes, what we used to do, we basically used to travel to some different HTML page or go to some different part of the same HTML page, okay? But here in single page application, the concept is different. Specifically for React, we have a main index.html file which exists within the public folder. Now, depending on the activity which a user performs on the website, the content of that file is rewritten. The page is actually loaded by default. I mean, the page is not actually changed, it's the content which changes, okay? So, you may think it like if you have a simple HTML page and a website made using simple HTML, for 5 different routes you will have 5 different HTML pages, and when you click on some different route you will go and land into some different HTML page. But here you have one parent index.html, and what we do, basically we change the content dynamically. And how do we change the content dynamically? There can be multiple options. We can do it by the user activities. We can have a parent to child relationship components, which we will discuss in the later part of this tutorial. We can have server sent events or user generated events. Even user can migrate from one page to another, and that can actually change the content. So there is a lot of stuff. So now we come to the point that why we need single page application over the previous multi-page application concept. Let's see. Single page application is faster than traditional multi-page applications, as the page is loaded only once and thereafter the content of the page is rewritten. As I said, development of single page applications are pretty smooth these days. With most modern day frameworks, one can kickstart creating a single page application without worrying to render page on the server. So if you are using any modern JavaScript framework or library like React, Angular or Vue, they are pretty much compatible to create single page application. They themselves tackle all the boilerplate code and everything. What you need to do, you need to just bootstrap the application and get started with the business logic, okay? Single page application provides wonderful caching abilities. Data is requested from server only on initial download. Due to such caching abilities, every transition from one screen to another is smooth. So in this case, in React, we have a lot of lifecycle hooks in class component and hooks in function component, which actually gives us awesome control over when data has to be fetched, where data has to be fetched, and when we need not to fetch any data. We have control over that. So that actually boosts the application performance, okay? Single page applications are very easy to be debugged in web browser. This is so because React provides a lot of development tools which helps us to debug any application. And you know, debugging is very important skill these days, because in any production grade application, if you push a bug, that is going to hinder the entire process. Single page applications also facilitates mobile application development. So this is one of the major benefits of learning React. If you have learned React, which is very compatible to learn single page application, you can in the later part of the journey learn about React Native, which actually lets you develop mobile applications using almost similar concepts. So basically, using single page applications, we can also develop mobile applications. But not only the benefits, single page applications also has some fallbacks. Let's see. Drawbacks of single page application. Sometimes due to single page application, the search engine optimization is compromised as pages are dynamically generated by JavaScript and not just simple HTML pages exist. Unlike multi-page application, but features like server-side rendering, isomorphic JS, pre-rendering can mitigate this issue. If you remember, like in previous cases, we used to develop multi-page applications using different HTML files. Okay, so at that point of time, we have a lot of HTML file and a lot of content, which helps the browser to index those pages, and that's how the search engine optimization used to happen. Basically, see, if you have a page on the internet, you want it to rank on the top so that you can attract more and more users and get more and more customers. Okay, but due to single page application, as I told, there is only one parent HTML file and all the other content within that file is basically generated by JavaScript. So search engine optimization is hampered. But nothing to worry, modern frameworks have come up with solution which actually tackle this issue. Like if you know React and if you want to implement server-side rendering, you have another wonderful JavaScript TypeScript framework which is known as Next.js, which actually lets you write React code in a more SEO friendly way. Okay. In single page application, the initial loading might consume some good time as a large volume of JavaScript code is parsed and interpreted. To play with single page applications, JavaScript needs to be present and enabled in browser. Otherwise, the application might malfunction. So in every browser, there is an option to enable and disable JavaScript. So to use single page application, it is a mandate that JavaScript needs to be enabled. Otherwise, your single page application won't work. And there is a slight possibility that due to poor handling of code or poor code quality, JavaScript causes memory leak in single page application. In React, there is a lot of way by which we can tackle memory leak, and we will learn about them in the later part of the video. So that's it for this video. We actually discussed about what are single page application, its benefits and drawbacks. And I believe you like this video. So if you like this video, I would like to request you to hit the like and subscribe button so that you keep in touch with us whenever we release a new video, and that will actually motivate us to come up with far better videos in the upcoming future. So that's it for now. See you in the next video. Bye.